This is my first podcast, and I'm stoked.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Now
How
say it
many?
like you're from Boston.
I
So,
I don't have
I'm
a
joking.
I don't have an accent, unfortunately, because I was born in Texas. I moved up here, so I don't have a Texas accent. I don't have a New England accent. There's just nothing, unfortunately.
How old were you when you moved up here? Or
Seven.
there? You're
Yeah.
7. Okay. Before your love of ska,
Exactly. Yeah.
where you thought ska was cool, I should say.
$12,000 in debt, and I'm having tons of regret. My parents paid for a clarinet, still haven't told them about my audition yet. Got tagged in 56 memes about mozzarella sticks and being 13. We wrote this song the other day to finally give our real big fish covers a break. I wanna thank you for being here tonight. 6 minutes ago, this asshole looked me in the eye. He asked me why you went scoffing. Your friends got talent. You should be doing something different. No, we ain't selling now. This is the 4th grade, and you're not too late to get your ass on the bandwagon now. I'm gonna make my mama so damn proud.
This is Jess here on Ska Talk with SKAgazine. I am here with my co-host Eric. You can call him Bo, and Punk Rock Ryan.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, guys?
what's up, Bo? Check it in here.
Bo from the West Coast. I understand you had a crazy week. You went to a lot of shows this week, huh?
Oh yeah, we had cat bites. Both these at bottom of the hill. Cat bite was pretty awesome, of course. That was on Tuesday. Thursday we had Sad Snacks album release. Vending machine. It's out now. Go pick it up. Sell the Heart Records, totally awesome. So Madame Mosca couldn't make it, but local friends of the Hellas filled in quite nicely. Sad Snack and the Hellas, they've been getting along here in the Bay Area quite nicely. They have a nice little clip of little crossover they did during the set. And opening it all up was Omni-Gone, one and only. And yeah, believe it or not, I was not sore after all that action this week.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Great weekend.
I had a pretty
Absolutely.
uneventful weekend, but I have a big one coming up. Friday night, I'm going to see The Boy Detective and Suicide Machines and Goldfinger. And then Saturday, I'm booking up to Scranton for Scranton Scholar Days with Catch 22, Folly, Keep Flying, and a ton of other like friends playing. So,
Hails, yeah. I got a question for you, Bo.
Yo,
What is your trick to do all that skanking with all that ska and not be sore after a few days?
good stretch before and after. Believe it or not, this all came about from I went to a show in March and I was just like completely out of shape. 5 bands, and I was like completely winded afterwards. So at that point, I resolved to myself, I'm going to start running. And just this past Thanksgiving, I completed my first 5K, and I'm just running and running, and as the abrupters say, I keep running.
that was good. On Tony's birthday. Today's Tony's birthday.
It is. Woo!
Anyway, she's
Happy
not gonna
birthday, Tony!
we're going to publish this next week. It was
Yeah.
Tony's birthday today.
Incidentally, it's also William Ryan Key of Yellow Card's birthday.
Oh, cool. Ryan, you had any shows lately?
No, I'm no doing commissioner stuff and organizing, working on a tenants' rights committee that I want to get put in place so that way I can't fix the Michigan housing laws, but I can try to get some changed in Mount Pleasant. So, having a right to renew your lease or a right to repair the things that your landlord is neglecting and have it come out of your rent and, the ability to organize a tenants union and stuff like that. I feel like they're all really kind of important with Like it's kind of a nationwide housing crisis. It's not just Mount Pleasant or Michigan or problem. So, but it would be really great to get in a pit and let go of some of the freaking stress that adds up with. Jeez, my happy place.
Well, plan on going to some cool festivals this year. Maybe Pioneer Valley.
Pioneer Valley would be great. I've seen the lineup the last couple of years, and it's just freaking insane. I'm looking at last year's with Spring Heel Jack headlining with the Palms and River City Rebels, and everybody loves Catch 22. And Sergeant Skag was one of my favorite sets from This Is Not Croydon Fest this year because I got to stab people with a sword while I was crowd surfing, which was incredible, obviously. Like any day you get to do that is a good time.
Yeah.
But why are you bringing up Pioneer Valley Ska Fest, Jess? Is there
Maybe
something
because
on your mind?
we might have some special guests tonight who are in charge of putting that show on, that festival on.
What? That's amazing!
Yeah, right?
You get the coolest guest, Jess.
Welcome, special guests. How are
Hey.
you?
Hello.
Ska Talk.
Would you like to introduce yourselves and say what ska means to you?
No pressure. Eric, go first.
Sure. This is Eric from 413 Ska, and ska to me means having a good time with friends, bringing my kids to the show, and hopefully they'll stop listening to Katy Perry and Taylor Swift and get back into Big D and the kids table. That's my goal.
Love it.
Excellent. I guess I can go next. I'm Heather. I'm a friend of 413, participant, or I don't know, helper of an organizer, helper.
You're the head of the decorating committee.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's your title.
Head of vibes.
Prom decorating committee.
Head of vibes.
VP. And all the vibes. Yeah, and in Futon Lasagna. I think we've talked before about that.
Yes, we have.
Oh, and what ska means to me. I like what Eric was saying. But it's really a community. So, a place where I've gotten a lot of friendships, and we all kind of come together at these festivals and meet one another, and every time we see one another, it's like you're talking about Croydon or Pioneer Valley or Supernova. It's like, hey, it's a ska family reunion. Like, I know all these people. It's wonderful. So kind of facilitating that environment and also making rad music.
Well said.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
And I am Cody Freedom. I'm of River City Rebels and Steppin' Razor Blades and sometimes Futon Lasagna. And Carson Daly City Train. So I play saxophone. I also do the marketing for 413 Ska. And ska to me, basically everything they said, except for I'll add in like at a time when you might be the most down, you have people come out of the woodwork that you weren't expecting come pick you up. Didn't mean that pun.
I see what you did there.
Pick it up.
I'm just curious, Cody. Are you Team New Jersey or Team Connecticut?
Well, what makes you think that question?
I don't know. Last time I saw you, you might have been wearing a Team New Jersey shirt.
I am of New Jersey lineage, and I went to college there. But otherwise, I'm from Connecticut.
So tell us who has better pizza.
Chicago.
I mean, you could go to any pizza place in New Jersey or Connecticut, and it'll be better than most other places. So.
Even Philly and New York?
No, not New York.
But maybe Philly.
Philly has its spots. Massachusetts, I just consider Big Y pizza, Massachusetts style.
Unfair, I feel.
The most consistent.
What about Rhode Island? It's like pizza bread.
Oh.
My last experience with that was a Mephistopheles show during Memorial Day weekend, and I puked all of that pizza up in the pocket of my jacket, the inside pocket of my jacket.
Nice.
Wow.
That's excellent.
So I'm
Wait, the pizza
for it.
bread?
The pizza bread, yeah.
All right, nice.
I
Oh,
wonder if
sorry.
anybody feels attacked about their pizza at this point in time.
No,
Like,
I don't think
our
they
pizza
should.
is not that bad.
I mean, I have the worst pizza, like from where I'm from. Well, I guess maybe Jess may know, but Ohio Valley pizza, apparently it's called. Hans Gruber educated me about this. But it's like Altoona style pizza, or kind of the Pittsburgh style pizza, where it's just, I don't know, like basically French bread pizza, like from the grocery store or whatever. But you just put like, you bring that out of the oven and you like just toss a handful of like cheese on it, like not, and then just kind of melts on its own. Like the toppings are just like tossed on there. And then as you get further west into, or further east in Pennsylvania, they literally just slap like a slice of Kraft cheese on it. Um, and then apparently, I don't know what Philly does, but then once you get to Rhode Island, it's kind of similar to the Ohio Valley style. Anyway, that's what I learned from Hans Gruber on Diehards, and how to squat.
To be honest, everywhere has good pizza now. Like, it's not really that big of a deal.
But
Like,
everybody,
pizza's delicious no matter what style it is. It's still pizza. I even defend Domino's sometimes. I'm like, it's not the same as the other pizzas. It's a fast food version, but it's still good.
I don't know. Eric's like some kind of chef. He like makes his own pizza. He like makes his own bread and stuff. So like, I don't know. Maybe we can't compare every
Well,
pizza.
but also fuck Domino's. Just have to say that. I worked there for a very long time. It's the worst version of pizza. That's all.
I'm not a Domino's fan.
Thank you.
Right. This will not be sponsored by Domino's.
Damn
All right,
it.
well, now that we've talked about pizza, I think we're done here.
Moving on to
On
mozzarella
to
sticks.
the Pizza Valley Ska Festival in July.
Oh, Pioneer Valley Ska Festival, right. Thank you for putting me back where we were. Tell us, what is this festival? Where is it happening and when?
Sure. So we got Pioneer Valley Ska Fest. What is it? July 24th, July 25th. We've got 30 bands. Three more than last
30.
year. No, it's 30. Last year was 27, right?
I thought it was 30 plus. Like, I thought I counted 34.
No,
Anyways,
I thought
we did our homework.
I thought, because we added 3 bands this year. I thought it was 30 bands. I don't have the lineup in front of me, but I'm gonna say 30 bands, because we have 2 stages Friday night this year.
30. Sorry. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Friday night last year. I'm trying to remember Friday night last year. All right, we'll get into that. I'm sorry, I don't want to jump ahead.
Well, so originally the plan was it was going to be kind of around the free night like Croydon has, and Saturday's the festival. But then it just wound up being a 2-day thing, basically. So the plan originally was it's a free night and Saturdays, but it never really came out that way to people. So we've built upon it as a 2-day now, right?
Right. Yeah, we flirted with either a pre-party on Thursday, or like we really want to do a Sunday like brunch type of thing, but we couldn't figure out the details. So yeah, we stuck with 2 days, 30 bands. That's enough for now. Yeah.
That leaves space to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah, it brings together a lot of different types of bands, like all the different styles of ska music, and it has usually a reunion or two, some legacy bands, regional bands that a lot of people might not see otherwise. Like, I think that was part of the reason why Jess really liked last year, when she had 2 seconds between her interviews to see some bands. She got to see some bands she's heard about but not gotten to experience before. And I think that's a special spot that we kind of have with, taking regional bands from outside of our region sometimes and bringing them to New England.
Yes. Yeah. Well said. My goal is to like create a network of like the lesser known bands throughout the country. So this year I've got bands from Texas, California, Atlanta, and a couple other faraway places. So plus obviously New England and Connecticut now I feel like is part of New England, and then Jersey, New York. Yeah. So that's my goal, to create this network throughout the whole country of the lesser known bands. Yeah. With the legacy bands, of course.
Well, that is what the appeal was to me and why I came up. I'm like, there's so many bands here that I have listened to or found out through doing SKAgazine that I've never had a chance to see live here. And I was like, this is like 5 hours away. I'm going. And yeah, I did not get to see every set I wanted to see, but I saw a good mix of bands that I would not have seen anywhere else. So
Okay, well, we'll fix that. We'll try to set you up somewhere so you can see everything and hear everything, and still do interviews at the same time. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I got to hear myself perform in the background of both the Sergeant Skag interview, and I was in the background of something else with the Scapository song I did. Or no, you played the Scapository song with the Scapository interview. But the whole time Skag was playing, it was stepping razor blades in the background.
yeah, so like it wasn't a bad spot actually. I could easily jump right into the like main room, main stage, and see like songs and whatnot. But my problem was that I was the only one on the team that made it out this year. So I did everything myself. I hope that everyone's going to come to Pioneer Valley Ska Fest next year. And
Yes. All right. Yeah, I can help with that. Just let me know. We can get you guys a SKAgazine house or something. Yeah.
Magazine House. I like the way that sounds.
Mm.
But anyway, before we go even further into this, I wanted to talk about what your background was in the ska scene and what the path was for you from going to being like just a fan or attendee of shows to being out here now throwing your own shows and bringing music to other fans and attendees and trying to grow the scene.
Yeah, so I used to live in Somerville, which is next to Cambridge and Boston. So I didn't really have to do much because we got all the big shows, Somerville, Boston, we got everything. And then I moved out to Northampton, Western Mass, and I thought we were going to have like a thriving scene out here. But because of some local politics and whatnot, we had a lot of venues that shut down, and the scene wasn't really much. Although we did have Power Up. Power Up's doing awesome things. And we had a couple things going on. But I looked around and I was just like, where are all the shows? There are no shows. And I was like, I guess I'll have to do the shows myself. So that's kind of where the idea kind of started. Yeah. I needed shows closer to my house because I couldn't get to Boston, on a weekly basis. So that's kind of the genesis of a 413 Ska.
How far is Springfield from Boston for the people who do not know?
Oh, Springfield is like hour. Heather, hour?
No,
and a half,
it's
probably.
much
Hour and a
more
half?
than that. It's more than that. Yeah, it's an hour and a half to my house, so it's like it's probably two.
No,
No,
2 hours.
it's an hour and a half. I guess it's an hour and a half.
Okay, fine. I guess on a Friday it would be 2 hours. On a Friday, 2 hours.
That's when I go.
Yeah. But the good thing about Springfield, it's actually close to Connecticut. It's close to Boston, New York. It's close to the airport in Connecticut. So it kind of makes it easy for people. Yeah.
Right. Yes. What about you, Heather and Cody? Whoever wants to go first. What's your background in ska and why you're doing what you're doing today?
After you go.
Thanks. Yeah, so I have been in bands for a very long time. I was mostly in like punk bands. That was kind of how I, got my, or well, whatever, and also just acoustic, singer-songwriter kind of stuff. And I was in Nashville for a while and things like that. But whenever I was in college, yeah, I was in a band that was also in another band that was, and I think that you know them, No on 15. We were talking about Croydon. And we talked about that in the other podcast. But so even kind of before that, like that was really what kind of got me, much more involved in, knowing the bands and, kind of helping book and being in the bands and seeing all kinds of bands and stuff. I think one of my first experiences is I loved punk so much. I was getting a lot of comps, and I remember Springfield Jack was like on one of the comps, and I just like love. I was like, oh my god, I totally love, and I still totally love Springfield Jack, totally favorite. But yeah, so it was kind of those little sprinkles, of stuff, and like a lot of my friends were into the Slackers at the time, and like they played a couple times at State College, so yeah, that sort of piqued my interest, and then just been in many bands over the years, and moved here to Massachusetts not about 10 years ago or whatever, and have been just getting more and more involved, and came across these awesome people, and like you said, it's not too far away. So I always kind of thought of Western Mass as this like place and also Connecticut was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm in, like Boston, or like I could just like what is this? Like it's past Worcester, like I don't understand. Or their shows or their things, and like Connecticut and stuff too. I know it sounds kind of bad, so Cody can correct me really soon. But yeah, so I found out otherwise, and I'm quite enjoying it. So yeah, I hooked up with these guys, and yeah, I've been helping out, especially with the decorating committee for the festival and for whatever.
Do you want to tell them how I found out about futon lasagna?
Oh, I sure do. So I don't know. It was a night, and we Sharpied now defunct. Oh my gosh, what was it called? A place.
Starlight Gallery.
Starlight Gallery in Southbridge.
Southbridge?
Southbridge, yeah, something like that. It is not in existence anymore. But one night, Matt, the guitar player, had tagged Futon Lasagna in the bathroom on the stall wall. And yeah, so then, there were other band names, I suppose, but Eric thought it was a good name. And I guess you can take over from there.
For a futon lasagna, call.
Yes, it basically said for a jolly good ska time, call futon lasagna. I think it was either the Spring Hill Jack show I put on or the Scapones, that band from England. And then I was in the bathroom and I was like, what is a futon lasagna? And I looked it up, and then there we go. I booked you. I booked you for a show just based on the name. It was great.
Yeah,
vandalism from the bathroom, people.
From the bathroom stall.
That's why a band name is the most important. One of the most important things about your band, any band, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think the other one might be? Location.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cody. I didn't know about Connecticut shows. Now you go.
Okay.
There's my segue.
So I started promoting kind of back when I was in my high school ska band, the Makeout Bandits from Danbury, Connecticut. And we would play sold out toaster shows, sold out streetlight shows, sold out Big D and the Kids Table shows. And then I went to college in New Jersey, and I believe the music scene just generally fell apart all over. The music venue that I had grown up going to then turned into a new venue with my friends running it, and I went to a Mustard Plug show where like 5 people paid to get in. And I was like, I can get more people here than this. And then I started working with Asbestos Records, putting out records and promoting concerts in Connecticut with them. Then I joined the Hempsteadies and started booking my own shows, as well as joining the Screw Ups and a bunch of other bands. And then Gary saw that it was kind of fun again. So I was able to get Gary from CT Ska out of retirement, and we started trying to get some stuff together around the pandemic time. And yeah, now I'm helping out Eric too, and also, you know, trying to support other people that are trying to build scenes in their areas on some level, even if it's just through like, 'cause my job in real life too is social media marketing and content creation and stuff like that. So I don't mind giving out some tips or liking everyone's posts, because hopefully that stuff helps, even if I can't be in the areas all the time. Yeah. Did I answer the question?
You sure did.
Yeah, I also have a question myself. I'm kind of curious how you guys decided to put all this together. Like, you guys are all working on your own shows and doing your thing and trying to boost the scene. Like, who was like, Eureka! I've got it! Pioneer Valley Ska Festival!
Eric is the brainchild.
Sure. So it started, let me check my notes. What was it? July 2023. So I was working on a show with Nick and the Adversaries. And then he was like, oh, I think I know Dave McWayne who does Cuidado. And I was like, okay. And then like we started working on the show. It got bigger and bigger. And then
Wait, but what was the second band you booked?
Cuidado? Did I say that wrong?
I thought it was Fuselage. I just remember maybe you only had Nick at the time, but I think we thought it was just going to be a regular show, and then all of a sudden we were playing a festival.
Well, I think what happened was I said, if we get Hub City Stompers, then we'll turn it into a festival. And once they said yes, I was like, all right, let's do a festival. And then it kind of just grew from there. Yeah. So I'm not sure if Fuselage was second, third, fourth, fifth, but yes.
No, it sounds to me like your Team New Jersey, Eric.
In my recollection, it was only Nick and us at one point, but maybe just Cuidado wasn't confirmed yet. But I mean, that was one of my favorite parts of that first year, was getting to see that stoner doom rock band of Big D people.
Oh yeah, I could watch Dave McWayne do almost anything on stage, and he's got my attention for sure. But yeah, so kind of just grew from there, and then I had a venue, Hawks and Reed in Greenfield, and the venue was great. Unfortunately, now they've closed as well. But we had one stage indoors, one stage outdoors, and that year we had Hub City Stompers and Pilfers kind of co-headlining. And actually, I mean, not to jump too far ahead of like some of my favorite sets, Cody can talk about it, but one of my favorite sets was Brunt of It. They did the outdoor stage as it was getting dark, and they had these really cool like neon lights, and it was kind of this like post-apocalyptic kind of feel. But I may be jumping too far ahead to one of the questions. But so yeah, long story short, it was a show that kind of just grew from there, and now we're in our third year, pretty much. Yeah.
You guys have a pretty good turnout that first year?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, the only downside, and maybe this is one of the reasons why they're partially somewhat on a hiatus, is, I looked around at how many people we had, and then I looked, at the end of the night, how much money I got from the venue, and I realized a lot of people did not pay because they had like 3 or 4 different doors, and sometimes no one was working the doors. So we had a great turnout, but not a lot of people paid. But yeah, it was a great night.
Yeah, especially the outdoor stuff. It was like there was a park right there, and so people were just like walking their dog and just like walk on over and like enjoy the ska.
And there was a street fair up until we pushed them out to set up the outdoor stage. Like Eric was getting a little frantic, and I was like, "Don't worry, I'm going to be there with the sound guy, and we'll get it going in like 10 minutes."
Oh yes, yeah.
So that was a little bit of the second stage wasn't even set up when the festival was going. We had to set it up after it started. So. I mean,
But I think that
it was a pop-up tent in the street, so it wasn't as fancy.
but I think that the first year maybe we had 190 to 200 paid, somewhere in that range. But we probably had close to like 250-ish people. There was a decent amount, yeah, for that space. Yeah.
And that jumped a lot for the second year, right?
It did, yeah. Last year we had over, I forget the final number. It was like 550 maybe. Yeah,
Wow.
somewhere in that range. Yeah. So
That's pretty fantastic for a second year.
yeah, definitely a big jump. I mean, Catch 22 definitely helped with that,
Yeah,
for sure.
Where did
absolutely.
the name come from? I'm thinking it's gotta be something geographically with valley in there. Is that like where like the settlers landed or something? That ballpark?
Yeah, so after I moved out to Western Mass, some people call it Western Mass, some people call it Pioneer Valley, some people call it the Tofu Curtain, which is one of my favorites. But I forget the exact area, which is Pioneer Valley, but it's pretty much Western Mass, including some of the Berkshires, I guess. Yeah. Um, but we just kind of wanted a simple name. Yeah. So we kind of just stuck with that.
So I guess if you're changing venues each year until you find like that spot, it gives you a pretty big range to work with if you've got a whole ass valley to choose from.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, luckily, I think we have a great partner. This is our second year at the same spot. It's 52 Sumner in Springfield. It's an awesome, it's like an old church that they renovated into a music venue. And then the back side of the venue is actually like a school. And we use the gymnasium for the second stage, which gives it this really cool, like DIY feel. But it also is very DIY, yeah. Which Heather can talk about all the decorations that we made last year. But yeah, I think we have a partner going forward, and then there's talks maybe next year or the following year of doing an outdoor stage once we block off the streets and whatnot. Yeah, but yeah, we definitely found a great partner with 52 Sumner.
There's 5 towns in Connecticut that are part of the Pioneer Valley. But yeah.
Wait, is that true? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was unaware.
I was about to say, I'm not even sure Springfield is. Should we call it the Not Pioneer Valley Festival?
Well,
Oh, there again, like this is
But
not Critic Fest.
it is part of it.
okay. Wait, what are the 5 towns that are part of? I guess. All right. I'll do some
I haven't
research
gone that
later.
far yet. Known for growing Connecticut shade tobacco. And you're known for growing Connecticut tobacco.
Yeah, so I work for a cigar company. Fun fact.
Oh.
We have a lot of Connecticut wrappers on our cigars, so there you go. They probably come from Pioneer Valley.
All right. Let's get a sponsorship going.
Oh, let's do it. I'll have to tell them that, Skull is cool.
God is cool.
In what other ways besides the turnout did you see the festival grow from the first year to the second?
I mean, the biggest thing was there's so many, like, because now I'm a parent and I meet a lot of people in their mid to late 30s and 40s who are roughly the same age as myself. And they're like, I liked ska back in the day. I liked punk back in the day. I liked this. Oh, so that was the big thing. I saw a lot of parents bringing their kids, which brought me a lot of joy. Because I had my kids there. I know you had your kid there as well, which is great. So that was the biggest thing that I saw, that because we do kids are free, 13 and under are free. And that's usually a big obstacle, too, for parents who want to go to the show. They need to bring their kids. So I try to make it affordable for their kids. So that was the biggest thing I saw, is lots of parents with their kids, which was awesome to see. Yeah. So Heather has been on both of them. So what did you notice, Heather, from the first to the second?
Yeah, I think that's true. As well. Like I agree with what you were saying. But I think it was nice to see like the larger crowd also continue to be like an awesome vibe. There was like no challenges, like something we thought about, like, oh, geez, like, do we need security? Do we need, like, should we think about this if we're growing? There were just like, it was just really smooth, so I think that was just a really good example of kind of, even having the larger crowd and like the community kind of coming together. And, um, it wasn't, like it was, I loved having the extra stage. I think it gave people a little bit of space. It wasn't, in both years actually, I think it was nice that people had a little time to kind of go back and forth and like kind of change it up a little and go to a different space, and having outdoor spaces and the photo booth or whatever, to kind of change it up a little. I think I just felt that the vibe overall, not that it changed, but I thought that it was just extremely good. Maybe it was the balloons. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit with the photo booth and the inflatable flamingos and stuff. But I think people had a really, really genuinely good time at this second one. We had no problems. Like, not that that changed. I think people had a genuine good time at the first one. But it just, I think maybe the space allowed it more. But I just saw, and maybe again, maybe it's the all ages, more kids were there, or it was a longer set or something. I'm not sure what it was, but it felt like really great vibes all day. Um, yeah, I think that was probably um, yeah, those are probably the biggest differences to me. I think you captured it pretty well.
I'm pretty sure it was the flying palm trees in the pits.
Yeah, that's definitely yeah, that was one of the best things. One of my favorite memories is like being on stage and having like a circle pit, like flying, like going around a palm tree with like an inflatable palm tree with an inflated flamingo like on top of it, like, and with little beach balls and you know balloons being tossed around. I'm like, oh my God, am I in heaven right now? Is this what it is? Yeah, it was fantastic.
What was the theme last year?
What?
Right after a farmer's market.
It was pull it together somehow.
Well, it was great.
No,
Yeah,
the
what?
theme last year.
Oh,
Oh,
last year, yeah, and it
Oh,
was
yeah. Wait, there was a
like
theme,
it was like tiki beach vibe-ish.
but
yeah,
also had some like uh high school class of like whatever vote for us
Oh yeah,
posters on the wall that
big
Heather made.
posters for the bands. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Heather makes
cool.
right.
those a lot, like
Yeah.
for our shows too, for the Carson Daly ones and stuff. So it was on brand for that, but it did give it kind of like a. Or you even made some like vote for Catch 22 or something like
Right?
that.
hmm Yeah, so it was very high school prom vibe. So yeah, we'll see what happens this year. But yeah, it was sort of tiki yeah, inspired, I'll say, but tropical.
Tropical school prom homecoming. I
Yeah,
forget.
yeah.
I forget. Yeah.
The
Did you
other thing that I
accidentally
think,
have a theme and now it's got to be a thing for festivals going forward?
I think
Right.
so. Yeah, this one's gonna. Yeah, we had to start working on it. Like it's pressure's on now of the snowball.
I think the thing that also worked about that gymatorium stage uh, is that that's what we all grew up seeing shows at, and the gym multi-purpose rooms of whatever churches of any different style of church. It just felt like what we all grew up seeing these and playing shows like, not that
Yeah.
the tent outside wasn't good too. Like there were some pretty big highlights. I think that wouldn't have happened unless we had that outdoor spot. Um, but yeah, the vibe of being in a dark linoleum floor with a stage, uh, it just like is exactly the shows that we grew up seeing.
Yeah, it definitely had like a VFW vibe
Yeah.
to it. Yeah, which was great. Yeah, that's some of the first. I think I saw Dark Buster at a church or a VFW. So yeah, it definitely brought me back to that feeling for sure.
Some of the New Limits peeps are like, put this in my veins. I'm here for this. Like the hall show vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something we should mention too. The church is actually like completely rad. Um, we got to think about it a little bit for next year for the sound and stuff, since like church acoustics are like designed to be whatever. Anyway, we don't have to get into it. Architectural, sound
Yes.
engineering, whatever. Um, but it is just so cool. We got so many awesome pictures and like, oh my God, I'm gonna have like a whole, yeah, I'm not gonna give it away, but I have a whole idea for the church for next year. We're gonna try to get some more things where you can swing down from the whatever. I won't give it away.
Well, no,
But yeah, just it's such a cool venue.
Can
right.
we
It's great
talk
that we
about that
have.
though for a second? Because I,
Yeah.
I just hosted my first concert at a local theater, and like trying to get the sound set up properly in a space that's designed to carry sound acoustically, like it
Yes.
is a unique challenge in its own.
Yeah, it's very different, and we had some, we fortunately, we had a couple of people helping us out in the gym area. We tried it out. We were able to get in there the day before and just, do what we could to sound check. But of course, these are also horns, and it is absolutely challenging. We measured everything out. Eric and I went, yeah, I could tell we went for our tour. We were like making these terrible blueprints. Yeah, but yeah, that's very challenging actually. And another thing, one of the things too on the church stage, they had the drummer, in a box, basically like a little clear box, for the acoustics and things like that. I mean, they worked out. We really had some good professionals helping us out. But a lot of people were saying that it was just sort of weird. You're used to being in, you're a sort of a small ska band. You're used to being in some club. Someone just spilling beer in your face or whatever, and like now you're playing drums like behind this box in this like church with these like acoustics and this yeah, just wild venue.
Can't even
Um,
catch eyes with your drummer.
right, exactly. Yeah,
It's
but that
important.
was
You
one of the
got
things.
like cues and stuff. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a little weird. But yeah, for the gym area, it was all concrete, right? So we did. Well, Eric, maybe you can talk about all the things we hung up on the wall to try to help the sound.
Yeah,
No, 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 no,
we
no. Don't talk about that. That you're not allowed.
Basically,
yeah,
Don't
you're
want
we
fire
tried
marshals
and we
coming through with the white people, the white
right.
white shark. What's their name? With the fire in Rhode Island.
Right. We had what did we have up there? We had like beach blankets up there. We had acoustic foam up there. We put up signs. But everything kept like falling down. Everything kept
Yeah.
falling down because we weren't really allowed to use any permanent adhesive. So we kept trying to use some kind of Band-Aid fixes to get it to stay on the wall. So we definitely gotta I figured that out this year, but it still sounded really good once everyone, filled in the room for sure. And we've got more sound people up front for the church as well. That's also why we added more bands on Friday night because the sound guy was like, I just need more time before the bands to make everything sound good. So because of that, we were able to, add more bands, which is always good. I always want 30, 40, 50 bands
Many
if I
bands as
can.
possible.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah. It's all the bands. All the bands. Why not?
This sound guy is so good. He also like set up the whole church system. But the thing is he mostly presets everything with the bands like hours before. And yeah, that like quick changeovers thing was kind of new to him. So, you know, we work with the people we got, and was great. Otherwise, he was running the video stuff on the screens and doing the sound.
Right. But yeah, now he'll have a solid, I think, what, half hour or more before each band. So I think it's going to sound even better this year compared to last year. Yeah.
I think maybe the decor and the theme could be designed, acoustically friendly, like, fuzzy stuff, maybe some
Right.
shag carpeting, perhaps.
Yes,
Ooh,
I love
I like
it.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Someone
yes.
just got a new
Great
Nice
idea.
checkerboard
soft
rug.
couches, perhaps.
Love it. It's perfect.
Yes.
Did somebody just make the decorating committee?
Oh, looks like you're hired, VP.
Ooh.
So wait, tell me, what was the first show you said you just booked yourself?
Yeah, I've got a local theater here in Mount Pleasant that it's primarily been plays. The community purchased it a few years ago. But after COVID, especially, like they've had a hard time ramping everything back up because it costs money
Right,
to
right.
build a production to have a play. Bands can load in, bands can load out, and it's a really awesome space. It's over 100 years old. But we
Nice,
didn't
nice.
get a whole lot of time to get in there and do a lot of practicing or have a live band in there. So when we had everybody come in, we mic'd everything. We mic'd the horns, we mic'd the drums, we had huge cabs that were brought in for the guitars, and it was a lot of sound
Yeah,
for that
right.
space.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things with the church, and yeah, when it's already, like you said, ready for acoustics, it's kind of overkill whenever you're miking everything and cranking it like you're used to.
Yeah, yeah, and some of it was completely unnecessary. So I'm thinking next time we're gonna have to look at maybe not even miking the horns or the drums and just focus on strings and vocals, you know. But having a little bit of extra time with the band in there in the space to kind of troubleshoot and play around with things, how are things equalized? Yeah, that is clutch when you're trying to dial everything into a science. Because come to find out, it is actually a science. I was sitting there
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
friend of mine. It's just
It
like he's
sure
telling me
is.
about the wavelengths and the delays and this and that. I'm like, whoa, man.
Yeah, I have a PhD in physics, but it was separate from music. But yeah, as I was getting into all this stuff, I was just like, you know what, I need to learn live sound. I need to like learn stuff better, and I started taking a couple courses from Berkeley Online, and it's like, oh my gosh, like this is physics. Like what? Why didn't I do this before? This is great. Like this is awesome. There's like frequencies and wavelengths. Like you said, it's just like, I could do this. It's great. Um, so, but yeah, it was definitely key, especially like Eric was saying, the partnership we had with the venue, allowing us to get in there, the day before and as early as we could, to get things set up and just yeah, try things out. It really definitely takes a lot of sound checking for sure.
I think that the all ages shows are that are important. I think Jess does. That's why she brings her son. You're talking about bringing your kid. What do you think the importance of bringing having all ages shows available is to the scene and to a community?
I mean, definitely for like how I was saying before, the older folks, 30s, 40s, and up who have kids, now they can go to the show, because a lot of times I would talk to parents or whatnot, and they would always have an excuse. So I'm like, okay, how can I eliminate these excuses? Well, you can bring your kid, they're free, all ages. So I want to eliminate the excuses to try to get more people to the show. But obviously the bigger point too is all ages. We want to get high school kids to the show. We want to get college kids to the show. I'm still looking for a lot of young ska bands, which there doesn't seem to be a lot. We have a lot of young punk bands and some heavy bands. But hopefully, if I keep doing all ages shows, eventually I will have a high school ska band that I can book or a college ska band that I can book. So that's kind of my goal with doing more and more and more all ages shows. Yeah.
Saban out of Cleveland are a bunch of high schoolers
Yes.
that came up
Yeah.
and fucking
Yeah.
killed it.
Yes. I've been following them for a while. I gotta get them out here. I guess we're gonna have 31 bands this year.
Oh
I'll hit them up.
man, come
Yeah.
on. We were trying to limit him. Come on.
We'll do that outdoor stage we talked about.
All
All
right,
right. We'll
no,
do
we could do
three.
the Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
ska.
Yeah. No,
When they
I
were
saw
most
they
good.
opened up. They opened up for a couple big bands. I think it was Mustard Plug. Maybe I think I saw.
They played with Catch 22. They played with Catbite. They played with the Boy Detective. I don't know if Mustard Plug is one of them. Maybe.
Okay, I could be conflating the bands, but yeah, I was so happy to see. I'm like a young ska band. That's awesome.
And they're
Awesome.
great. Like we had Sophie on for an interview, and she was just awesome.
Okay, all right, I'll hit them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they climbed up
good.
on top of the stage at the theater and they freaking owned it. It was so awesome seeing them just rocking out on their sax.
Awesome.
Yeah, you also got Chudson out of Southern California. They're pretty young, and I
Yes,
think they've
yeah,
already crossed the country like twice. There we
yeah.
go.
They were in I think mid upstate New York, and I was going to try to get them out here, but the dates just didn't work out. Yeah, I've been following those guys as well. So yes, there's a couple of them out there, but we need more upon more upon more. Yeah.
We do, and I hope I'm raising one, and he has like what 5, 6 more years to go. So he's in high school, so
Yeah, I've been seeing some of his drum videos. Yeah.
I'm not only
I can.
that, but he just started playing trombone too. So
All right,
yeah.
one man band.
Yeah, so for all you kids out there picking up instruments, it's fun. Learn your scales, but
And
have
Yeah,
fun with it.
Definitely.
And start a ska band.
yeah, Scott cool.
It
Scott.
is.
Yes, so yes. I mean, between the wife and Heather, they're both trying to get my two kids into ska. So we're working on it.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think even going back to like the question of the all ages shows too. I think Cody had said something before. It's sort of you know, back in the day, maybe I'm showing my age, but you had VFW shows, you had, shows at the bookstore or wherever, and like you just don't see that as often, at least in Boston area, everything's at a bar, right? So even just if I don't feel like just going to a bar, like I'll see a show anywhere. It's awesome. I'll just go to someone's yard or whatever. So I think there's something like that makes me feel like that it's coming back, and it's like, yeah, we get youthful people, we have a safe space there's it's not all about drinking, it's not all about being at a bar or whatever, like it's just a space to have music and a good time, and kind of carry that on and not yeah, just hopefully that can kind of perpetuate through the scene as we get more yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that wasn't articulated well.
Plus they have so much energy. Like when I take a video, high school kids, college kids, they make a better video than some of us 30s and 40-year-olds who just
Freaky old ska people. Yeah.
How dare you?
yes.
How dare you?
Okay, yes, Heather, you're the exception. You do move a lot. Okay, fine.
Then the next day I regret it, but
Yes.
Yeah, Eric, I fit into that camp of wanting to bring my kids to shows. I have a 13-year-old, and she's already been to a couple local shows in my scene, and I love it. I love having that
Oh, nice.
that
That's
opportunity to
awesome.
bring her. And man, all this you said is 13 and under free?
Yes,
What,
13.
awesome.
Almost all my shows, I try to do 13 and under are free. Yeah.
All the kids need valid driver's license saying they're under 13. No, I'm just kidding.
Or maybe middle school
it's
IDs.
definitely it's definitely a different experience going to Eric's shows than like our Connecticut shows, because I mean, and this is I just do the marketing at this point, but Gary points out that because of like the laws in Connecticut, it's harder for our like the establishments that are equal to what Eric does to sometimes be able to just make it all ages. So we've had that, and it's definitely like I'm hoping now we'll start seeing maybe in a couple of years some more bands out of Western Mass and the ska scene. And we have like one from Connecticut right now, college kids, but like not as much popping up as you'd think at the moment. And I think that's because we don't have the same laws that allow us to have all ages shows. So, you got to get the oxes in there circle pitting and getting on stage when they're like
Yes, yes.
6 and younger or whatever, and then they're gonna be the next big band at some point, or if they want. But at this point, it doesn't look like Oxys is not going to be a rock star. So
I think it's important just so that kids can learn that appreciation for music. I mean, I just took my daughter to see CG5 here for Christmas a couple weeks ago, and it's made
what's
on video
CG5?
games, and it's completely out of my element as far as what I listen to, but she had an absolute blast, and I want her to be able to have that in her pocket, to be able to lean on music, because you know music's been some of the most healing things in my life, and without being able to have that experience at an early age, I don't know if I would have been able to make that same connection.
Well, and
Yeah,
even just
no,
like
that's
the community that you would find too. Like now we're friends with people from Pennsylvania. That's you guys, or where California, wherever Bo is. But like this is all just because of the community that at least Eric's the main source of it all. But now we keep finding more people that keep showing up more regularly or are trying to contribute in some way, or new scenes popping up in little areas surrounding us. So it is great.
Yeah, I love that your festival and what you've been saying about being welcoming to the kids in your community is so awesome that makes me want to scheme to bring my 12-year-old, she's gonna be 13 by next year. It makes me want to scheme to bring her across the country. As you know, I'm from California and looking forward to traveling in. And on that note, I'm kind of curious. Sounds like you got a lot of local flair about your festival, but have you taken a good look at the stats? Am I going to expect to find other folks like me who are going to be coming across the country to the Pioneer Valley Ska Fest?
okay. So it's funny you say that. I mean, you can shoot me a DM afterwards because I can't talk about the bands yet, but I think we have 5 or 6 bands from California this year. So the Saturday headliner is from California, and then I have 3 or 4 smaller bands, and then one legacy band from California. So maybe you can hitch a ride with one of them, or
I'm
and
a
kind
private
of
chat.
well, okay, private jet.
Sorry,
I
I
was
mean
thinking,
no, no spoilers.
Everybody
I
knows
mean,
how spacious and luxurious ska bands travel.
The legacy band has to be Real Big Fish, right, Eric?
oh, 1,000%. I mean,
Awesome.
you heard it here first.
Oh, Eric, I believe that it was an attendance, the attendees question type of thing. Like if we know any of the stats about where people are coming from that are attending the festival.
Well, yes, but I would like him to come from California
Oh,
to the show. I also have a guest room. Don't forget that. So, But yes, do you know the stats, Cody, of the
I,
attendees?
I don't know. I never seen the
So
tickets ticket
that's
list from last
something,
year.
actually,
So.
I would say that's something that I can comment on because I know everyone and I'm weirdly like I hug
Oh,
all of them apparently.
yes, head of the Vibe Committee. Go ahead.
I am the Vibe Committee, absolutely. VP. But yeah, so like I noticed a lot of our buddies from like Croydon were showing up and sort of our like Jersey friends and more Philly folks and things like that this year and like New York and stuff. So I'm not sure. I guess I felt maybe it was a bit more local last year, just from the people I knew. But I felt that there were more people traveling in, especially, I mean, my DMs were blown up with like, hey, where should I Airbnb? Like, do you know where I should stay? Like, we're all coming in. There's a big group of us, just coming in for the show, not actually in a band, which is great. So I think that is I'm not sure exactly if there was, many flying in from Colorado or, flying, from California.
I think I
Specifically.
think we had a lot of Sorry Sweetheart fans last year who flew in from Colorado.
Okay, that maybe that's why I said Colorado.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry Sweetheart, who were amazing last year.
I
Or no,
wouldn't
this
know.
year. Sorry, that last festival. I don't. We're still in the same year. It's
Yeah,
confusing.
when's this come out?
Next week.
Oh, okay, so it's
It
still
will be
P50.
out within 2025, like before.
Right.
Like, yeah.
We
Last festival, last July. Yeah.
we definitely spread out further. Like it was definitely more Western Mass and the surrounding areas the first year, and the next year it was bigger to down towards the Pennsylvania area with some more people flying in. I think that this year's the year where who knows, it could be a little more buzzworthy and get some people from further away. I think some of that's still to be determined, but I think that for going into our third year, we're doing all right with growth. It seems now we should see where the furthest people are coming from and how many of them, as opposed to
Yeah, bring your flags.
Oh
You
yeah.
can like
yeah.
Supernova. You can, and then the places are really tall, which is also a side note, a sound challenge. But yeah, bring your flags from wherever you are. It'll be awesome.
Yes, 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 yes.
I did
Block that
not.
view. Block that view. We're gonna chant
We'll hang them
block.
up. We'll hang them.
block.
We'll have everyone
What?
hang them up for sound.
Flags are they're kind of soft and sound absorbent, right?
I
Yeah,
think it'll
that's
work.
true.
Cody, on the marketing aspect, do you have any ideas of steps or ideas that you have to bring in ska fans from other areas outside of Western Mass?
Just to spam it on social media. That's one thing I learned really early on from one local Rhode Island band in the MySpace days is just post everywhere. Um, we do some advertising. Maybe I can make that spread out a little more, but I also am not necessarily banking on people spending hundreds of extra dollars just to get to Western Mass. But that's definitely something to think about. I will say, just even with social media now, it's not so much like, oh yeah, we're social media account in the Western Mass ska scene niche. We're kind of in the bigger area, but also like our scene is so connected and tight knit, anyways, that like someone might hear about it, or hopefully when we share something with a band from a different area, it gets some new people interested. Um,
Maybe we can partner with like the Western Mass like tourism community or like the like Springfield like the Basketball Hall of Fame or something and like try to like advertise like and like Bo will find he's gonna be on like Hulu and it'll be like, hey, come to Western Mass
Like,
this July. Here's what the kind of events we have: fireworks and ska festival
I,
and
I'm just
basketball.
glad. I'm just glad that now Alex Stern knows that Western Mass exists. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's actually one of the quotes we should be using.
Yeah.
yeah, but you're onto a good thing, like getting people to come out and visit, because I know we went to the museum area and we went to like 4 different museums, and the Sunday after Pioneer Valley Ska Fest, we went to Six Flags and did the amusement park. So we didn't just come out and do the Ska Festival. So there was some tourism money coming into the area.
Yes, we got to set up a play date because now my kids are obsessed with Six Flags. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got.
That Sunday it should be just like a big ska thing at Six Flags.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
flags. And then we'll bring our flag. Okay, I don't know. We'll work
then
it out.
and then
Will they
maybe
let
we
us in
could
with the
turn into
flag?
like Tim and April. Now they're like the events planning team for the town of Hampton.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how closely
We'll
you
get there.
guys have tried working with your local chamber of commerce or visitors bureaus or anything along those lines, but they might be a very good source for assistance in marketing and maybe even funding for some of the bands and um, utilities that you'll need.
We have
Yeah,
toyed
we
with renaming Skog Talk the Shark Tank.
yeah. Once again, I think I found a really good partner with 52 Sumner because they got us a good article in the local newspaper. They've got us a lot of local buzz. They were on the local radio station and TV station. So luckily, the venue is helping promote it, which unfortunately, you don't see a lot lately with sometimes with shows where the venue doesn't do a lot to promote the show. So luckily, we've got a
Right.
great partner. Yeah.
And they're so community oriented. I think that's like really important, talking about all of these things, sort of wrapping it together actually. But, because they have all these events and, they have so many different kinds of events and so many different partnerships on their own. We can, yeah, find a lot of great connections there.
It is a relief that I don't have to take over all their social media to make the posts work like I do for Scottish Days.
Well, I mean, there is going to be a market share that local businesses are going to want to be a part of. So, I mean, once you guys grow to a certain point, they are going to want to be like, there's going to be almost a competitive edge to try to get in on some of that market share from all these people that are coming in. So I guess this might actually be a prime opportunity to plug some of you guys' local favorites or something like that. If you got a spot that you want to recommend for anybody coming in, somewhere to stay, or just some general advice for the travelers coming like across the country, like Eric. Bo.
Yeah. Well, okay. So as mentioned earlier, I have a guest room. It's free. It's available for Eric or whoever.
Gibbs.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's there's a nice big bathtub in there as well, which do what you may. And then for like cheap options, West Springfield has lots of hotel, motel options from like $65, which you might maybe get some bed bugs, to like $100+, which you should be in the clear. So yeah, I would say West Springfield's usually the best option, I guess, for lodging. Yeah, unless Heather and Cody.
Yeah,
Last time we got
the old Holyoke Mall area.
yeah.
It's a classic for me. But yeah, we've had some great success with Airbnbs, especially if you get in early and jump in with
Right.
some people. It was pretty awesome and definitely haunted. It was so cool.
Yes, yeah. Last year we got a big Airbnb, which I know Airbnb is evil, so
Sorry,
kind of fuck you,
whatever.
but you're also useful. And then Massachusetts, he had a really big Airbnb with like 6 or 8 people as well. So shout out to Massachusetts as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always, yeah, good fan.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a cool, there are some, big old Victorian Berkshire homes that are totally weird, that you should totally rent.
The
Yeah, I
other
couldn't.
information that's important is it's right next to a big casino, and there's a bunch of hotels if you have the bigger
Ah,
budget in the area too.
yes.
So
Girth
there's plenty of
Control.
accommodations that are
Yes.
available depending on your budget. And
I
also
mean,
right over the line into Connecticut, there's like the airport is only like 30 minutes away, if even. So there might even be something in between there.
well, yes, sorry. Yeah, Girth Control is going to stay at MGM Casino and they're going to kind of party throughout the night. So if you want to gamble and maybe win big or lose, big with Girth Control, you can stay at MGM Casino for sure, Springfield. I'm getting paid by MGM Casino in Springfield.
And
Girth
we went
control
there once.
has been known to set off girthquakes, which will make
What?
things alarms start sounding and lights blaring, so it
That
might be good luck.
I like where your head's at. Yes,
I'll make sure Ox brings the beer bongs.
love it.
I am literally looking up Airbnbs right now. I know. I'm supposed to be doing an interview, but
No, we
Hey,
can.
I
We
heard
can
something about squatting earlier, didn't I?
about what?
Squatting?
Squad.
sitting in the guest room at Eric's house. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, last time we had a giant Airbnb and I did not stay at it, and there was an extra room. So, like I said, we'll talk off pod.
But
We'll get you
the
a
time
place
before,
cheap.
that was the one. That was the one that was haunted and had like all the weird horses and like all the like knickknacks
Uh,
and like oh,
yes.
so weird. It was so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Paintings. Anyway, totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Are you
stayed
done
at
with your
a
question,
old
Ryan?
nunnery. It was like a hospice for a nunnery, actually. Haunted as fuck. It was in Canada.
Nice.
Me and my son took a tour through Ontario. It was some
It's
creepy
awesome.
shit, I'll tell you what.
Nice.
It's awesome. Yeah, there's definitely creepy shit out in Western Mass too. Don't worry. Trust me. Some
Oh
if
yeah.
you yeah, there's some like old timey Airbnbs and stuff you can find for sure, and ghosts will push you out of the bed. It happened to me, I swear.
That was Central Mass. That wasn't Western Mass. Come on.
Oh, well, it was past Worcester. It still counts. All right, sorry. I didn't mean to misclassify.
Okay.
Massachusetts is like New York. If it's not Boston, it's Western Mass. If it's not New York City, it's upstate New York.
I
I
know.
concur.
And then you just have lonely little Connecticut to get between the two.
Mhm.
So let's move on to talk about what is available at the venue. As far as food and alcohol goes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ice is food! All ice should be this good!
This message brought to you by the International Association for Packaged Ice.
So my goal this year. So last year we had a food truck, and they were like, "Yeah, we can do everything you want. We can do vegan stuff. We can do this. We can do that. We can do everything you want." And they bailed literally like 3 days, 4 days before the festival. But luckily we scrambled last year. We had like a Mexican food truck come in, and they were great. They were amazing. They were awesome. But this year we're looking to have more variety. So my goal is to have some vegan options, and then hopefully two food trucks, usually one Asian and then one Mexican, and then hopefully some kind of ice cream, like a sweet treat type of thing. So that's our goal this year for food options. Yeah.
What about alcohol? Is there alcohol served there?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about your question because I was drinking alcohol. So I gotta, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so alcohol, yeah. So at 52 Sumner, they've got everything. So last year we had kombucha, which is non-alcoholic. We had cocktails in a can. They had mixed drinks, beer. Heather, did they have prosecco and wine? I don't remember.
We
Or
had a couple of options for yeah, like wines, like a couple like canned cocktails.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like uh what all we had them get.
Right. So, since it's like all ages, we tried to do like some seltzers, some plain
Mhm.
seltzer, some kombucha, and then some other cocktails. So we tried to kind of cover all our bases. Yeah.
So recently the agonizers did that craft beer with the local brewery. Where are
Oh
the
yeah,
agonizers?
yeah.
Are they Connecticut?
Yeah. No, they're right on the border. They're West
Oh.
Springfield. Yeah.
Um, any plans to like try to link up with a brewery to do like a festival specific beer, or is that like not allowed with the venue?
Well, so Cody's our merchandise slash promotion guy, and every year we talk about doing this merchandise and this, but then the funds, the money runs out because I pay.
And we had to set vibes. Vibes took over my
Right.
merch last year, which is cool because we needed the vibes.
Right.
Cool.
So yeah, I would definitely love to do something. I have a couple because just like the agonizers, they did 2 weeks notice. Those guys are awesome. I mean, I think the owner of the venue, his favorite band is Murphy's Law, so they're down for the cause. They love everything, but it takes like months upon months to get anything going. Um, so right now, no plans per se, unless Heather has something in her back pocket that she wants to talk about.
I do not. Partnerships with anything. Um, no, but I think we have a lot of cool brainstorming ideas of different stuff we could do within the timeline, I suppose.
Right. It always seems like we have all the time in the world,
Just
and then
don't.
time is fleeting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
obviously, the most important thing is to bring the bands in and supply the music, right?
Right. Yeah. Like yeah. The time and money just kind of. I'm allergic to money, and then I go, oh no, I'll just cash in my credit card points or whatever, and then that'll pay for everything. That's usually what goes through my head. Yeah.
tourism grants from people.
Well, yeah, that's the ultimately getting some sponsorships and some grants is my goal. It's just achieving that goal seems to be hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you seeking sponsors or uh media or photographers? And if so,
Yeah,
where
so
can yeah.
yeah, definitely. So last year I had a couple like random people just hit me up. Like pretty much everything just goes through 413 Ska on Instagram. So if you're a photographer, you want to sponsor us, you want to do something, just hit us up on 413 Ska on Instagram. Um, that would be cool. Yeah. I lost my train of thought because of the alcohol that we were talking about earlier.
But yeah, I think this is kind of the time, especially given last year we had such a huge turnout. That's such a good
Oh
way
wait,
to,
sorry
you know,
to cut you off. A to
no,
Z. I just want to, sorry. A to Z. Okay, so A to Z is a toy store in Northampton, and they're a toy store, and the owner, she loves ska, and she's gonna sponsor us this year. No, next year. Thank you. Okay, A to Z, Northampton. I have to get that in now. Go on, Heather. Sorry.
no, I was buying time for you. I thought you were train of thought together. But no, I think
That's our one sponsor,
yeah, right?
Devin from A to Z.
Yes,
Okay,
that's awesome.
technically
I
she
love
loves
her.
ska, but emo punk is her number one genre, but number two is ska. Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
no,
Yeah,
she's
so
awesome.
we have one sponsor. Okay,
So we
go
So
have
on.
one so
so
far,
part
and
of
yeah, I think
back what I
this
was
is the
saying.
time to sort of reach out because we have the evidence of such a huge turnout last year. People, it's in front of people, right? So, uh, yeah,
And
this is the
part of
time
my
to.
background with nonprofit marketing is making sure that the people who give us money get noted and acknowledged. So, if you give us money, I can make sure to include you in the marketing for the festival and everything. So, make sure you're tagged in social media and put in videos, or we can do an interview with you or chit chat or something. Hit us up 413 Ska on Instagram.
Yes, thank you.
And the old I'm sorry, can you say again the toy store, toy
Yes,
company that you brought up?
sure. Yeah, thank you. They're called so like the letter A to Z, Northampton, Mass. They're awesome. They have like science stuff, toy stuff, like everything. Her name's Devin. She owns the place. She's awesome. She goes to a lot of shows. She loves ska and she loves pop punk. And her brother is in a band called Hotel Lair Hotel. I'll get back to you on that. We can cut that out. I don't know the name of the band, but they're
The
big.
hotelier? Yeah.
Yes, thank you. You
Yeah,
got
you
it.
said it right. No, you were right.
I doubt it myself.
You
Her
got there.
brother's
You
in
were
that. Yes,
It's like
go
an
on.
emo band. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
that makes sense if she likes emo music. I don't.
Right. Her brother's in that band, and I guess they're kind of big. Like they do a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Very nice.
They were like in the realm after.
The world is a beautiful place, and I'm no longer afraid to die.
Okay. You know some stuff. Yeah.
So if you're in the area and you have some last minute Christmas shopping needs, stop by A to Z and you can pick it up.
Yes, Northampton, Massachusetts. Yes.
Wow, you had that in your pocket the whole time?
No, that was great.
Waiting for it, man. I was waiting.
He's like, I wrote this question just to say that.
All right, Jess, that's
love it.
That second mention of A to Z was just a memory jog for me. So you can edit that as you see fit. My transition was going to be A to Z toys, awesome for mentioning them. Kind of makes me think of kind of what other activities or maybe vendors might you have present at the festival?
Yes. So there's this really okay. So I have a couple thoughts with vendors. I have this one really awesome vendor. They're called No Rhyme. Oh no, I'm gonna mess up their thing. Heather,
No Rhyme
Cody?
or Reason Art.
Yes, thank you. So she does like these really cool upcycled shirts and clothing with like patches and whatnot that she does. I mean, my thought is always like I want people to spend money on the bands and not like other stuff. But maybe Heather and Cody have a different thought to that.
No, I think, adjacent supportive like stuff is cool, and things that people might need. I don't know. But I agree. I think that, one of the things about this festival, in particular was like the fact that we really always wanted it to be like on the DIY, like on the cheap, on the up and up, like where, we're upcycling, we're having vendors that are upcycling, we're having, kind of conscious choices made in venues, in what we're eating and drinking and things like that, and having vegan options and having like all sorts of things like that.
Vendors, our thought on vendors.
Vendors, yes.
I want people to give you money from River City Rebels or Futon Lasagna, Step and Razor Blade.
So I think a lot of times, like some of the ones that we've had in the past, I guess, or have been just largely artists that are kind of supporting the scene or involved in the scene in some capacity, or doing something sustainable or something unique with what they're vending, I suppose.
Right. Oh, we had okay, so shout out to RPM Fest. We had them for a vendor. RPM Fest. They do a giant heavy music 3-day festival.
And
then we had
the heavy something collective who's opening a venue in our area. So we work with that other local promoter that's trying to take the next step and start a new spot. Even they've been having a bunch of hurdles, but they've been at every festival we've done, both of them at least. I mean, so.
Yes, THCC, Thick.
Right.
We've actually got a show already in the books with Thick. And then I'm blanking on who's the one who gives out like the condoms and the
Punk Rock Saves Lives.
Yes, we did a thing with them. Thank you.
Saves Lives. They're awesome.
Yeah, and they've come to some other shows, the smaller shows even.
Yeah, they were at our Toasters show and Pilfers, maybe. I think they were great people for sure.
Do you have a local chapter of Punk Rock Saves Lives out there?
Yeah, he was. I'm blanking on his name. He's
David.
really cool. Thank you,
David.
Well, so then we also have another guy who, David's been around a lot, but there's been another guy who's coming. I don't remember his name. He's taller and has like a buzz cut.
I don't know his name either.
He's a little less. He's a little softer spoken than David.
So David's like a national lead, and he goes a lot of places. He's my favorite. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, Punk Rock Saves Lives is great.
I'm thinking of the right person, right?
Yeah, the guy with the story about driving around Dave McQueen's table in his car. So he had the Big D and the Kids Table.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that from camp last year?
Mm-hmm. Remember the Big Day in the Kids Table? Was that Camp Pennsylvania? That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And Punk Rock Saves Lives was there. So
exactly. Anyway, we went off the rails a bit.
Have you guys ever thought about getting in touch with like so here in Michigan we had a few different petitions going around for like ranked choice voting and getting money out of politics, like having one of those activist organizations set up for the weekend where they might be able to collect signatures or inform people of things that are going on. I mean, they wouldn't be taking money away from the band. They would be paying for their spot or their table, and they would be doing some things that are of like mind. Just an idea.
Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. Eric, I don't know if we've been like always been kind of brainstorming of like what sort of things would be like appropriate, or people that are friends that are active in the scene, or people that are connected somehow that would make sense to be there, like you said, things that are kind of like-minded, or causes that people might be interested in. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't have anyone off the top of my head at the moment, but
so example, here in Michigan, we've had issues with the petitions going around for like ranked choice voting and stuff like that to get accomplished. Probably going to fail. Have you guys thought about having like one of the groups that would circulate petitions for change for your local government or local activist groups or something like those lines? They wouldn't be taking money away from the bands, but they would be paying for their table, and they would providing some education to the attendees on things that are going on, almost like Punk Rock Saves Lives type of deal.
Yeah, so I wish he was on the call, but so Aaron from Power Up, he's awesome. Power Up is awesome.
They are.
We just I forget the name of the company. I wish I had it. There's a local company. They're kind of like a socialist kind of political party out here in Western Mass, and we actually set up a table at our last show. We had who was it? Oh, K Moy, who was amazing. K Moy, big shout out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely down for the cause. I mean, I'm kind of not okay, fine. I'll just say I'm kind of dumb, So I just like trust people like Aaron from Power Up or Heather or Cody. I'm like, okay, so steer me in the right direction and let's go there. So yeah, I'm definitely down for that for sure.
You know what though? I think that's a good point, because there's a lot of people out there who aren't so in tune on what's going on, but they trust people to steer them in the right direction.
Right.
That's a really, really good thing to bring up.
Yes. Yeah.
I might be right there with you.
No,
that's
right.
The community. That's the community, right?
Right. Am I gonna put my faith in politicians or faith in people I actually know? Okay, I trust these people. I trust what they say. I trust Aaron from Power Up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I trust you. Let's do it. So yeah, the last K-Moy show, which was amazing. It was a great night, and yeah, we had these people who were part of a local group, and they were for positive change, and yeah, it was awesome.
Was it the DSA?
He doesn't know, he's dumb.
The Democratic Socialists of America.
That's okay. That sounds right. I'm on Zooms. I can't go back and look at my notes on the internet, but yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
They've that type of organization. It's almost they don't really have a party.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's almost more like a caucus of the party type of deal. I am personally a member. I missed the meeting that we had today. I'm a city commissioner for Mount Pleasant. So like it's been growing because there's a lot of push for mutual aid, which is socialist efforts.
Okay, good, good. The way your voice was going, I thought you were about to like drop a bombshell. I was like, oh
Bum,
no.
bum, bum.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Yeah,
You catch that he missed this meeting to do a ska podcast?
yeah. That's a worthy cause. Yes, a spa. Yeah. A ska podcast. Yeah.
Ska.
Yeah.
Can't be all business all the time. I gotta be able to put my skanking shoes on every now and again, Jess.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
true. We're always happy to have you.
yes.
And
Indeed.
Ryan has a shirt, more punks and politics.
Yes.
Lindsay from Rude Girl Review was kind enough to design that for me. I'm actually going to get an order going for a fundraiser for my next campaign.
Nice. Yeah, Ruger Review. They were awesome. Yeah, we booked them for a Christmas extravaganza 2 years ago. They were amazing.
Yes, it was fun. We played with them.
Yes.
Lady
Women.
Hatchet coming back up that way.
Wait, what?
Lady Hatchet aren't they playing a show up that way soon?
Spring Hill Jack Holiday Romp.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at you.
Eric, how long have you been booking shows?
So my first show was July. Oh, geez. Was it 2022 or 2023? Oh, no. It was July. Okay, we'll say 2.5 years ago. Is that 2022?
That's good enough of an answer. Who played your first show? I'm curious.
Yeah, so my first show was amazing. It was a great night. It was the Agonizers, who I think you had on before. It was SKApository, who was awesome. Shout out to the mighty Suicide Squirrels, which maybe broke up, but then got back together. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was my first show. It was a great night. The only downside was that same night, even though I booked my show 3 months in advance, that same night in Boston, it was, who was it? Big D and the Kids Table, Goldfinger, and Spring Hill Jack played a show in Boston the same night I booked.
I was at that one. Sorry.
Booked. Yeah. So that was the only downside.
I had an issue like that when I booked my first show. It wasn't quite the same, but Off With Their Heads was playing very close to where I had The Boy Detective.
Yes, right? It's very frustrating when that happens. Yeah, because you kind of want to go to that other show,
right?
But and I remember that like 2 days before, I'm like, maybe I can change it to a matinee and I can go to both shows. But yeah, it was a great night. I mean, SKApository is an amazing band. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they'll find a new drummer and bassist soon.
Yeah, they need a lot of help right now. So anyone's out there, SKApository, drummer, bassist, let's go.
Great people, great band. Go.
Yes. I mean, one of the catchiest songs, like sometimes antisocial, always anti-fascist. Yeah, right? Like
fucking love that song.
Yes. It's the best. It's kind of the best, yeah. Great message, great people. Yeah. I love those guys.
And if they are looking for help and you've come across their ad and you play trombone and it says bass player, just go ahead and submit anyways.
Right, because bass, bass. I've seen bands play a whole show without a bassist, so, really. Right, Heather? Yeah. You don't need a bassist.
Hey, I don't. I mean, certain things. I play a bass on acoustic.
Right.
But I can cover it.
Wait. Didn't we bring you guys on for something important?
Yes.
I thought we had a goal in mind or something.
Maybe Brian, do you want to talk about what's coming up next? Maybe in January or something?
Oh, I wanted to ask about some like blind ticket sales or something like that are coming up. Like Is that a thing? Are you guys doing that so you can kind of build some hype, gain some revenue, maybe do a slow release on bands? Like, what's the scoop on that? You gonna have tiers? Are you gonna have some packages? Like, I want some deets.
Sure. Yeah, no, thank you for that nice softball right down the middle. Um, okay, so we try to go as simple as possible. We're doing a blind pre-sale January 7th, plus or minus one day. We'll see, $25. We only have 25 tickets for the blind pre-sale. Right? Cody, is that what we decided on?
Yes. So
Okay.
we're doing basically the only tier system we have is just like there's no information, and then we have pre-sale as we trickle out information, and then there's at the door price. So basically the early bird's just $10 off of the pre-sale price that, last year I think we were able to mostly manage anyone who walked in, but we were basically sold out beforehand. So
right. So last year we did what? $20 blind pre-sale, $30 and $40. This year we're doing 25, 35, 45. Still trying to keep it as low as possible. Yeah.
That's not for a day, that's for the weekend.
That's for the weekend. Right.
Shut up, take my money.
I can't emphasize that enough. So you get 2 days, 30 bands for $25 or $35 or $45 if,
And kids 13 under are free.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my God. Like,
don't you want to just hand them more money? Like, take more.
Right. Yes. Like I said,
you're going to tell me it's a tax write-off.
Like I said, I'm allergic to money. I can't take more than that. That's the max amount of money I can take this coming festival season. Yes.
I really had to twist his arm to get that $5 increase. So
yes. I want to do 20, 30, 40. He convinced me 25, 35, 45 was the way to go. I
$30 I had other numbers, but I was okay with any improvements on it.
I just hate that $50 number. For some reason that 50 just like
you're not paying it.
I feel you. I'm the same way. Like when I get gas, I will get 29.37 or whatever it is to round it up to the next.
This guy knows. This guy's with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, it's still a great price. And the pre-sale price, the early bird price probably won't even really last that long. So if you're lucky, you can get that.
I think last year we sold out in less than a half hour. So we're looking at the first week of January 7th. We'll do, like I said, $25, 25 tickets, and after that, it's $35 a ticket. Yeah,
and the regular pre-sale will be available simultaneously. So don't.
Yes.
It'll be available after, but also, we're not gonna. It's just gonna be up anyways.
Yes. Thank you.
You guys gonna do VIP with any packages like shirt, poster, anything like that?
I mean, so Cody's the merchandise guy. It's like, and I feel bad. Last year we had thoughts of doing lots of things, we just ran out of money. So we will see. I mean, right now the prices are so cheap that like I really want them to like get the tickets and then spend money on the merchandise and the food and the drinks. So right now we have nothing planned, but that can definitely change down the road. Yeah.
I make the merch, so it's no big deal. Like,
yes, I still feel bad about last year. I'll make it up to you.
Whatever. I don't mind. I had to play too, and then ended up needing to like stage manage on some levels. So I'm like, no, it's cool. But I do think it never hurts to put something into making something else somewhere else.
We have to get those. Okay, so my goal is to get dog bowls and playing cards merchandise available, right, Heather? That's what we talked about. Dog bowls,
things that aren't t-shirts and like other things that you always buy at merch tables. We're looking for sort of the useful items that you might need around the house, and you're like, oh shoot, yeah, I do need one of those, and I love that band.
And Eric's the king, and Heather's the queen, and I'm the jack.
I mean, I really, really, really like posters.
Yes, there we go. I like it. There we go.
What about light switch covers?
See, yeah, bring it. Yeah, put your ideas in the comments. We'll get it together. Whatever you guys need.
And when the light's off, it's glow in the dark checkered.
Dude, this guy's got to figure it out.
It will help guide you in the darkness.
Exactly. So another question I got. You guys have any bucket list bands that you want to see come on besides Real Big Fish?
Okay, so yes, Heather and I have talked about this numerous times. I hit up the booking manager in case she's listening. I'm pretty sure. Right? You gonna say it with me? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Luna Chicks.
Like bouncing souls.
Wait, no. Okay.
No, Luna Chicks.
Luna Chicks. All right, okay. So for a non-ska band, Luna Chicks is number 1.
Oh, because it is the Ska and Punk Festival. I always forget that part.
Yeah, we always have like 2 to 3 punk bands on there,
I mean, if you would have said Bouncing Souls, I think I could have made that happen. But
whoa. Okay, we gotta talk. I hit them.
That's what I You tried.
No, I'm bullshitting.
Oh, come on. Okay, so
when did you get that much clout, Jess?
God damn. Clout. I just wanted to get a reaction.
So okay, so Luna Chicks, one of my favorite bands growing up. I loved them. They did like that one reunion show. Then they did, I think, what was it, CBGB Fest or whatever, and that's it, and nothing more. So okay, so for non-ska, obviously Luna Chicks, but other than that, I mean, any Mike Park band. I know he doesn't like The Fly. I get it. Skank and Pickle. Chinkies, I mean, Bruce Lee band. I will pay for his train or bus or
we even
car.
Talked about having a day. We even talked about having a day that we're just like guys, right? Like just people's names,
Yes, we talked about. Okay, so Dan P. talking about bucket list. Dan P. So whether that's Dan P and the Bricks, MU330, whatever. Oh, Chris Murray, Tim Timebomb. We want to do all names. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, like guys with names, like Jeff Rosenstock, a person, just a guy with a name.
Oh, just a guy with a name.
Yeah, but just for one day.
So after they're all done, can Girth Control just come out and sing Too Many Dudes?
Yes. No, we're also gonna Lilith Fair. We'll have that'll be the Sunday brunch.
Okay, so yeah, obviously dance hall. Okay, so
we're getting carried away. DHC.
Okay, so yes, back to bucket list. Luna Chicks, dance hall crashers, anything Jesse Michaels wants to do, whether it's Kamen Rider. What's the other band he did? Some other hardcore band.
Classics of Love.
Thank you. Whatever he wants to do is great. Oh, Chris Murray was on our list. We want to do, Chris Murray. But really, Mike Park. This is for Mike Park. Skank and Pickle. Let's get you out here next year, please. Thank you.
Yeah. I've helped out at Asian Man Records a couple times. I'll drive down there and I'll let him know.
Please. I hit up his Instagram. I hit up some weird email I found. I just kept looking for, and I'm sure a lot of them were dead links, but I'm like, I gotta try at least. Yeah.
I mean, he flies to Japan. Why not?
Right?
They've done that pretty recently. I feel like Bruce Lee band the last 5 years.
Yeah, he just doesn't like to travel in general. That is a tough ask.
I have a question. You brought up Jesse Michaels.
Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Eric from San Francisco or Bay Area?
Yeah. Both.
Were you at the Dance Hall Crashers show?
2 of them. Both of them. That weekend, yeah.
What?
Okay, sorry.
We were there.
Quick side note. How awesome. That was
that was hella awesome.
One of my favorite experiences of all time.
Heck yeah. And it was kind of funny, I'm sort of like a recent my boy from he lives in he's from Massachusetts, right? He's grew up in Saugus and he lives and works in Lowell now.
Oh,
He's been giving me the down low on ska for like 20 years, the whole time I've known him. Um, so I've known of the dance hall crashers, but obviously I got into ska like after they were big. So like just being at that
right.
show, like I knew something special was
Yes.
happening there.
Yes.
And so like I felt the chills. Yeah. I was like,
Yes.
oh my
Right.
gosh. So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely
It was.
amazing. And my friend actually we met up with Gardy before the show, and we had dinner with him, and actually ended up coming to the Airbnb where my friends are staying at, and he tried Pliny the Elder, a Bay Area beer.
Oh, that was you guys with the beer?
That was us, yeah.
Wait, where were the other Airbnb?
Yes, that was us. Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
that
we didn't cross paths. I saw your uh, on social media, and I didn't know you like directly, but you could say I knew of you.
right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Heather and Cody can talk a little bit more, but I remember I was like third or fourth row back, and I did not move like the whole night. I pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
was.
I
Yeah.
was a couple behind you. I
Yeah.
am a circle pitter. I think
I
the pit. I don't remember there being much of a pit on, or I didn't look
No,
back to see if there's a pit on
I
Friday.
remember if I turned my
No,
shoulders
that
the
was
wrong
not
way,
a pit
people
at
gave
all.
me dirty looks.
Yeah.
It was not like our East Coast ska shows.
Yeah, I was like getting dirty. I was like, oh no, I have to get out of the pit. Oh no, geez. I'm being obnoxious. So I'll just go back here and like watch for a little while. So yeah, I
Yeah.
had to kind of figure myself out. But I was all around.
Pretty sure I
Yeah.
just
Right.
stood next to Eric most of the time. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm here because you brought me here, so I'm just gonna hang out with you while you're doing the thing you really want to do.
Because
Yeah, I think I was 4 or 5 back, so I was probably just a little bit behind you wherever you guys were.
it was like Dance Hall Crashers and Operation Ivy are two bands. I just assumed I'm never going to see them ever again. Like, c'est la vie,
Yeah.
And the chance to see them, it was just like it was mind blowing. I was like, yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, I think about it constantly, and now I'm going to see them in Brooklyn again. It's just like, yeah,
Nice.
Awesome.
yeah.
So what was the pit like in there?
I don't know. Talk to Cody and Heather. I don't think it was very good because it was like it was family, it was
It was
friends.
not what I was used
Yeah,
to.
No, I was
yeah,
getting
Ryan,
dirty
No,
looks
I
from
said,
anyone if you turned your
oh my God.
body.
or
Yeah,
Ryan,
right.
talk
I was
to
like,
Bobbed
Ryan,
too
talk
much,
to
you were getting knocked against. Like,
I was like, I was texting my friends like, West Coast does not know how to do pits at all. It's like not even like we're not even like pushing each other. We're just like dancing. People are like, "Ugh, you're in my way." I mean,
I'm
not. I'm
known
being
for opening
dramatic.
up a circle.
yeah, Ryan,
I'm being dramatic. It was awesome.
Michael and Jump Up Joel were there night two.
Oh,
They were
nice.
definitely in the pit. Yeah.
Yeah, those
One of you
guys
look
are
familiar.
great too. Like Joel always calls me out, and so does Eric, our other co-host on here. Like, come on, man, we gotta get one going. Like, yeah, I'm always getting tagged to get that circle opened up and get it going because
Yeah, pretty much
I love to
every
do it. It's what I want from a
yeah
show. Like, I mean,
every show of my
bands
life.
up there, yeah, bands up there giving giving the crowd their all. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into writing the music and making it and getting to the show and getting everything set up and performing it. Like, we got to be able to show our appreciation. We do that in the
Absolutely.
pit.
I will be the first and only person dancing in the pit, in the front, or whatever, anytime, always, as people know,
Same.
if you know me.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But yeah, THC, definitely a bucket list for you guys. Hope you can get them.
Yes.
That'd be pretty wild.
Oh wait. Oh, blue minis. It's the only one I have on my bucket list. Yeah. Heather, Cody, bucket list. Anyone?
As soon as Cody said Connecticut, I filed this away for later on. Cody, what would it take to get Tip the Van to reunite?
I knew because Dance All Crashers, Tip the Van. There you go. Cody,
they're my all-time favorite.
Tip the Van did a show like either right before or right after the pandemic.
Yeah, 2019.
In Connecticut. That's a band I grew up seeing.
They've come up a few times lately, and I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, Cody, I saw them at a VFW somewhere in Connecticut, 2003, 4, something like that. But that was the first and only time I saw them, and somehow they became my all-time favorite. So if you can figure out how to get them to reunite for Pioneer Valley Ska Fest, let me know.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I think the ladies all live over on your side, so that's the biggest hurdle at the moment. But we can look into it.
Are they from Connecticut originally? Like, what was the connection there?
Yeah, they were from basically what I was talking about, like between the airport and the festival, that area. So they're like actually perfect.
Huh.
Like near the Yukon area.
I guess that's something to think about.
Tip the Van, if you're listening, Pioneer Valley Ska Fest.
Who's your bucket list, Cody? Did you say?
No, I've worked with them before, but I just always want to see the prize fighters again. Anything to get them back over here.
Oh, I think we can make that happen next year. Yeah.
You mean like next year, 2027?
Oh shit! Yeah. Sorry.
No, I know what you mean.
Okay, Pioneer Valley Ska Fest 4, I guess, because we're already booked up for this year.
Are you already thinking about 2027?
Eric's about to add a Sunday for this year if we don't stop talking. So
no, we need to go to Six Flags, or my kid's going to be not happy. Although they don't open on Monday, it's summertime.
Right. I think we have about 7 to 8 bands booked for next year already.
Really?
So yeah. I'm excited.
You don't mess around.
Well, because we get, once we start announcing stuff, we get so many bands hit us up, and there's so many bands on my list. That's why I wish we could have 50 bands, but we have to limit it to like 30. Yeah.
Can I borrow your ramp? Can we borrow your cab? Who's going on first? Can we go on last? We drove all the way from the next town over. How much is the door? Is my girl in the list? Is your drummer here yet? Need to borrow his kit. We're gonna need some more drink tickets. But anyway, I just wanted to say, good set, man. Good set, man. I heard you from the bar or outside in my car. Good set, man. Good set, man. Heard you from the bar or outside in my car. What do you mean the first band went home? Who's gonna watch the rest of the show? Bring us beers at the merch table. Can we get paid? We wanna go
home. Now that we talked about bucket list, let's go back and talk about a set or two of your favorite from Pioneer Valley 1 and 2.
I think so the first year I kind of hinted towards it, or not hinted, I said it. So Brunt of It played one of my favorite sets from the first year. And because Cody was actually in Brunt of It that year, so he can talk about it a little bit. But I love their set, and then I love the Pilfer set from the first year, just because I was so happy that people stuck around from noon to whatever it was, 11:30 at night. So I was really excited. And then there's a really cool band from upstate New York called SKAgazine, which is another great ska pun. But like my child put on like they have like a safety helmet and he put on a safety helmet and he like skanked around the pit and stuff and they were really cool. I love those guys. And
I
then
actually hosted them here in the summer.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, they're super fun. Left Hand Hot Dog, right? Everyone remembers Left Hand Hot Dog. They actually grilled hot dogs on the stage, which was amazing. All right. The smell of hot dogs, ska hot dogs. Okay. Although we had to cut them off. If you're listening, Left Hand Hot Dog, we love you. Please come back to East Coast, but stay within the parameters of your set. Now,
Sorry.
now,
Had to pull the plug.
now you can go, Heather. Okay.
That is pretty
No,
fucking
sorry, I
fun,
was just.
so.
Well, you went to the second year. I was still talking about the first year.
Oh, yes, go on.
So it's okay. That's okay. Yeah, sequences don't matter. But no, I was just thinking one of my highlights was the Sergeant Skag water pistol pit in the first year. That was also one of the things that we could not have done inside. We needed the outside stage for that for sure.
Well, I was walking my kids towards the car to leave with the wife, so I missed that. So you can speak to the water pistol fight. I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was similar to the mayhem that you usually experience with Sergeant Skag, but this time, as they knew they were going to be outside and it's summer, they had a bunch of water pistols instead of swords. So yeah, it was pretty much what you might expect.
And what about this last year?
Yeah, I think it was actually the threat level burgundy or the combination of futon threat level, the pits that were with props, the prop pits, I'll call it. With threat level, the Star Wars song, the Death Star song or whatever. Like Massachusetts was picking up the Star Wars guy, and yeah, going around the inflatables and things like that. I think that those were very memorable events.
Well, also, okay, since because we just talked about this podcast, Jess from SKAgazine, the podcast we're on now, she posted a bunch of clips, and I was like, oh yeah, when everyone was like singing along to Catch 22, that was quite amazing. And I heard some of the clips, and it was really cool to hear everyone singing at the same time. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
That was my favorite set, honestly. Like seeing the crowd interaction there and everyone.
Yes, thank you.
It was
we had no clue Jeff was showing up.
I mean, I remember I was interviewing River City Rebels, and Cody was like, "Did you see Jeff Davidson's here? What is going on?" And I'm like,
even while it was about to happen, and I knew the podcast wasn't even coming out that day, anyways, I was like, I can't even mention it. I feel like it's a secret. I did not mention it on the video. Yeah, on the recording.
Right. I was working the front door and I started talking to Jeff, and he's like, and I was so confused. Okay, this is happening. Like, I didn't know what.
Dan from River City Rebels was like, I toured with that band, and that guy he got so much more like muscle to him now. He pointed at me and he's like, that guy was your size when I last saw him. So he definitely doesn't even look like the kid back in the day either.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I have said this to Jeff, and I'll say it now. Supernova was like super magical, but there was nothing like that set at Pioneer Valley. Like with him coming down the steps out into the crowd and just being able to sing with everybody. The crowd interaction was amazing.
Yeah, we won't tell Ryan it was because he wasn't there, but Jeff did get more mic and frontman time because Ryan was off. So
yes,
and there was no barricade. I mean, the no barricade thing is huge.
It was a special set too because Ryan wasn't there. Like they did different songs than they were going to do at Supernova.
Right.
Yeah, just listening back to those clips and hearing almost the whole crowd just singing along, it was it was amazing. I loved it.
I think there was some crowd surfing during that too. Maybe my kid.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Maybe me also.
Yeah. Imagine that. Great set.
So yeah, Eric didn't mention it completely, but Brunavit did a Darkbuster medley the first year that I played with them for.
Oh, that's what it was, right? Yeah.
And then the Cuidado set was also great because like I also like stoner doom metal, and this has 2 saxophones and Dave from Big D in it, and I'm like, okay. And then later when they did the little venue tour that they did in New England, it was just the same sax as Cuidado the whole time, so it was just kind of like Big D Cuidado vibes.
Yes. Big shout out to Big D. Yeah, they were amazing. They were quite good.
Yeah, and then of course the Catch-22 set, and I mean fucking Girth Control is always my favorite.
Yes.
Girth Control never disappoints.
I don't know how they always surprise me with the Girthquake. Like I don't like how
they never get Aaron and Justin from Power Up. They call it before they even start saying their like minute-long story.
All right, well, they get me. I don't know.
I was once live streaming a Girth Control song, and the Power Up account called Girthquake before they did on the comments. Like,
the wife.
You're a rambler, Eric, so you enjoy a little rambly story, and then you get caught up in it, and then it's a Girthquake.
No, that's 100% true. I love it. Even though the wife got cut up, too many dudes, Girth Control. She was like, "What's gonna happen?" And boom, Girthquake. It was great. Yeah. She loved it. Yeah.
So outside of your favorite sets, are there any highlights that stand out to you from the past 2 years? Maybe not so much music or set related, just something that happened at the festival. I don't know.
Well, the first year I was using the promotion of Hub City Stompers as an anti-ska band, which I'm like, that's not wrong, but I kind of made it up for the marketing of it. And then Rev at the end was like, no, you're not wrong. So that was fun getting the confirmation from Rev about it.
For me, one of the highlights, especially from the second year, was the decorating. You know, as much as it, kind of was like, oh my gosh, are we really going to be able to pull this off? Like, this is so ridiculous. Like, we got these, balloon arch kits and like all these ridiculous things, and
cardboard cutouts.
Yeah,
we were all looking for cheap cardboard cutouts for a while because we were like, we're just gonna have a bunch.
It's like, are we gonna be able to pull this together? So like, all of us just like sitting in the church, like we're like a community group, or we're just like getting out of school early or something, like Thursday before the festival, like blowing up balloons and like putting together arches and like decorating and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think that was just so much fun. Having everyone kind of pull together to, just, just some of those moments where people were like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to fix this balloon thing. And I'm like, because that was, I was very concerned about the, aside from my sets, concerned about the balloon archway and flamingos. So yeah, I think that was just a nice moment for me anyway.
That made me just realize when I first got there, because I didn't do as much prep as they did. I got there Friday at load-in time, and I was still wearing some of my work clothes. So one of the guys let me in the side door where the kids were in the school area. They probably looked like a dad or something like that because I had nice pants and shoes on. And then I just walked accidentally on stage. I was like, I have no clue where I am. So that was the interesting first time at the venue, and then, getting to see everything unfold from that point on.
Well, even the setup process sounds kind of fun. Do you solicit for volunteers to help you out?
Yeah, they're this band called Futon Lasagna. I work for free.
We need more.
Oh yeah, for sure. We always need help, but also we have to shout out. Who are we going to shout out? Pink shirt Jared, right? Number one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Jed and
Jed and
Liz.
Liz.
Jed and Liz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lindsay, of course, Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a cool nickname yet? No.
Madge Pickles.
Madge Pickles. Okay.
But and then you got ink blots and snapshots.
Yes. All right. Whoa. I paid him. He wasn't totally volunteer. Okay, fine.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But he was underpaid, so that was like half volunteer.
Well, either way, I think we've covered most of the decorating committee that we had.
Brian Agonizer, he helped. He got the pizzas for Catch 22. He counts. That counts.
Oh yeah.
That helped me out a lot. Yeah. But yes, any volunteers, please volunteer your time.
Great. Are you gonna have like
we'll make a form.
Yeah, I was gonna say volunteers DM us or something of that sort.
So thank you for that, Eric. The other Eric from California.
Yeah, so we had quite a number of volunteers. Yeah, Brian was another one.
Yes.
He helped with decorating and helped organize.
Okay, so I remember.
Stuff.
Yes, if anyone wants to volunteer, 413 SKA Instagram, just hit me up. Let's go. Thank you.
So people can use that for volunteers. How about people who might want to sponsor?
Oh yeah, same thing. 413 SKA. Everything goes through Instagram, or Instagram's the best way. Yeah.
I hear that. People email me and I'm like, I'm never going to answer you. It's always
Yes, email. Instagram. Yeah, it's the best. It's also the worst, though. Obviously,
Is it the best of the worst?
I think. Wait, they played last year. They're not playing this.
That was awesome, though. It was a great set.
Nice.
Yeah.
So remind everyone of the dates and location and the important information. Like, what do they need to know?
Okay. So we got what? July 24th, July 25th, Pioneer Valley Ska Fest, number 3. We've got a headliner from California on Saturday. That's all I can say. A headliner on Friday from the New England area. Big reunion. That's all I can say. January 7th, we'll have pre-sale tickets, $25, 25 tickets. And unless Cody and Heather can say more, because, I've had a couple, Heather, Cody.
No, I think you pretty much covered it. You can find a lot more details. Stay tuned on our pages and, on the webs. We'll get more info to you. We hope everyone joins us and stay tuned for more info.
So no Ska Festival website or separate Instagram account. It's going to be 413 Ska and all of their friends sharing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right now, everything pretty much runs through 413 SKA on Instagram. We don't really have a separate thing at the moment for Pioneer Valley. You'll see all our shows from previously, and then the Pioneer Valley, everything just 413 SKA on Instagram. Yep.
You have any other upcoming shows that you want to plug here?
I would love to plug them, but because of various reasons, I can't plug them. Okay, but what I will say is my birthday is in March. Okay, March, wait a minute, 13th. Yes, 3/13. I have a big show with a local New England band. I can't say who it is. Okay. And then I have a big band coming in April, but I can't say who it is. So I guess I have nothing to plug. Sorry, long story short.
No announced shows right now.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have one show I can plug. Okay, here we go. January 17th, we have okay, so Northampton, we mentioned earlier. Northampton used to be amazing. We had great venues. We had the Warp Tour. Every single year, Northampton had the Warp Tour. Now we have nothing. But Ska is coming back to Northampton on January 17th. We've got the New Limits. Heather, help me out. Neo Trad Ska. Is that what they're called? New Limits?
Yeah, you nailed it.
The premier Neo Ska band from Boston who are now on Jump Up Records, the New Limits, and the Ghost Tones.
Oh, I love the Ghost Tones.
Well, there you go. So we're playing a brand new venue in Northampton called Hayes. It's gonna be great. So that's the only show I can talk about. January 17th, Hayes, Northampton. That's it. That's all I can talk about. I can't talk about the other ones because of, NDAs and contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
Such a mystery, such intrigue.
So intriguing, yes. But maybe Heather and Cody have something to promote?
Nope. You guys playing any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm playing on Saturday in Manchester, New Hampshire with Step and Razor Blades, and then a week after Eric's show at the same venue with a bunch of indie rock bands with Step and Razor Blades.
Cool.
Yeah, we don't have
another show that you can't announce yet for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know any other information after, but
we'll see.
Yeah, we're taking time to record and kind of reset. We don't have anything booked right now. Aside, we'll see what happens. So yeah, we're just recording in the studio, writing some new stuff, taking a little winter hibernation, if you will.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Come out with some, I guess lasagna was what you need in the winter, but we'll work it out next year. We'll figure out the timing next year.
You're
Sorry.
cooking it, right? You're cooking the lasagna.
You're cooking lasagna, exactly.
Well, guess we'll close things out with the question here. I think as a fan who's got kind of some new exposures to the scene, or not terribly familiar with all the new bands out there, this question goes out to all of you. Suggest a band that maybe not many folks have heard about, or maybe that you've been digging and you think that our listeners should know about, or maybe one that we could see on a future episode of Ska Talk with SKAgazine.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before you say that, can I talk to Eric again from California?
Yeah.
Did you see the Lone Raspberry reunion show?
I did not. That was in SoCal, and still about a 6-ish hour drive for me.
Oh, come on,
a little bit of a big place.
Just get in your car and go.
Yeah, okay. It was not the right weekend. I had thoughts, I had plans, but it just wasn't all working out. 6-ish hours, add an extra hour plus for LA traffic, and it gets worse.
I got it. Okay. I'm so intrigued now by Lone Raspberry maybe doing more shows. It's just that's awesome. Okay, sorry. That's all I want to ask you.
Sure.
Do you got okay, I can start. Okay, so a couple bands. Turkey Blaster Omega. All right. Maybe some of you have heard of them. They're amazing. They're from Albany/Buffalo, maybe. They're amazing. I love those guys. Horizon Point. Does Eric know them?
Oh yeah, they're Central California. Yep.
Okay. So those are the two bands I would recommend. Turkey Blaster Omega, Horizon Point, and So Many Dangers. So Many Dangers are from Rhode Island, and they do a prog rock ska type of thing, and they're quite awesome. Yeah.
We actually had them on a few weeks ago.
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
If you didn't listen to that yet, that's out there. Check out the back catalog. So Many Dangers is cool.
Besides the Girth Control doing the national anthem, they were the first band to play the Pioneer Valley Ska Festival ever.
Wow.
Yes.
They did talk about playing Pioneer Valley Ska Festival. The first year.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And that new EP was recorded at Heather's house.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So
Awesome.
yeah, Eric took mine, so that's okay. But yeah, it was we had them. It was really fun.
Sorry. No, I have more.
I know those songs very, very well, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't. That's
No.
that was the one I was going to recommend.
I can recommend.
I'm not mad.
Okay.
It was a good segue.
Okay, fine. Voluntary Hazing, another great band. Okay, but go on. I'm sorry.
That's Bo's favorite band.
That's me from the Bay Area. That's right.
No, they're so awesome. Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah.
I really love them too. I think they were my number 2 album of the year last year.
Yeah, I love their covers. I love their original stuff. And the fact that I think they're a 10. Are they a 10-piece? I think they're so. They used to be like a marching band or something. They're amazing.
Yeah, they came from the San Jose State Marching Band, and I think they go with 10 members these days. But that's definitely a lot.
That's so much. That's a lot of people. Yeah.
I just got this record of this band called Goat from Japan, and it's math rock drone music. Which doesn't make any sense. But it's like Adderall. There you go.
So what do you got? You got any bands?
All right, Jess. Well, Eric took the voluntary hazing right out of my mouth.
Oh, you were going to mention them? Imagine that.
Yeah, but all the other bands from the Bay Area, definitely worth mentioning. I mentioned Sad Snack with their album release at the beginning of the show. But their homies, the Hellas, they've definitely been throwing it down lately, and not only Bay Area, but they've been kind of touring around the West. So the homies, the Hellas, definitely worth a listen.
Awesome. Well, I have 2 that I would like to mention. One is you introduced me to them, Bo, For the Record, who we just had on a couple weeks ago. I love I want to say newest EP, but it's from 2022, right? What is that called?
Their latest.
Remind me what that's called.
Fake It Till You Make It.
Fake It Till You Make It. I should have remembered that. That's a great EP. I recommend everyone listen to that. And then one of my most listened to albums of the year was an EP from a band out of Portland, Oregon called Friends with Salad. Love them so much. They are not completely ska, but they have a lot of ska. It's just this EP has just maybe one ska song, but it's a great EP. It's called Friends Kiss, and I think everyone should listen to it.
Wait, what? It was called Friends with Salad?
They're called Friends with Salad.
All right.
I just got my copy of their EP yesterday.
Yeah, their EP is called Friends Kiss. It's a 4-song EP. It's 12 minutes long, but it's so amazing. Every song on there is awesome.
Okay. All right. I
love those guys. And they're decent human beings too.
They're so much fun.
So definitely I want everyone to check them out. And For the Record too.
Sweet. Sounds good.
All right. And they're both not you talked about it yourself. You like to bring all of the regional ska bands from around the country or world or wherever into the limelight. And we like to do the same thing.
Yes.
We try not to focus on the huge bands that don't need our help. Sometimes we like to bring someone like Fishboat, but for the most part, we're trying to talk to bands who could use a little extra attention.
Yes, 1,000%. Yes.
Yeah, that's totally what we live by, this credo of be the scene, and that's kind of what being the scene is all about. And we do appreciate what you are doing for the scene out there in Western Mass.
Absolutely, it's really inspiring. Actually, I want to add one more question that's not on the outline, Eric. So you
Yeah.
might kill me because I didn't give you a chance to prepare. But what advice do you have to someone like us who just started booking shows, like, and wants to help grow the scene in their area? Because honestly, the Philly scene isn't what it should be, and I'm trying so hard to build it up. But I will take any advice I can get.
I mean, the biggest thing I think it took for me is like when I started to email or text like various bands, it's just like getting it sounds dumb, but getting to know the lingo, you know? Because a lot of times like people would say like be right back or like I'll get back to you ASAP or and it's just like everyone has a different terminology for what ASAP is, you know? Um,
It's
so that
not
was
right
big.
away.
Oh, sorry, go on.
It's not right away, is what you're saying.
Right, right. So that was the biggest thing, like not taking everything so personal, not taking everything so like offensive, realizing everyone has a different like schedule than you do. That was the biggest thing for me is realizing like since I'm a stay-at-home dad and a stay-at-home spouse for the wife, and I have a totally different schedule than everyone else, it's just like we all have different schedules. So they might say ASAP, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's like an hour or 3 hours or 5 hours. That could be 5 days, 3 days, 7 days. So I would say that the biggest thing is just like patience, really, patience. Because like in the beginning, I would get so restless and I would get so frustrated. Um, but once I started learning the lingo of everyone's terminology, it definitely helped me book more shows and get more connections with people. Yeah. I know you're a parent as well, so we're kind of on different schedules.
Yeah.
Like my kids, yeah, my kids don't go to bed till like, you know, it seems most like artists, most people in bands have a day job, so they're usually available like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and that's usually when I'm with my kids. So yeah, we're just all on different schedules. So patience, I think is a thing I could recommend for sure.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah. Do you have any? What's your next show coming up?
I have none booked.
Oh,
I took the winter off. I said I'm taking December, January, and February off, and I will be having a show March 16th. I don't have the full lineup yet. I have a band coming in from Atlanta, and I am going to be working on that real soon, but I took some time off.
okay.
Mostly
Awesome.
because there's a lot of great shows here in December. Like I saw the Mustard Plug show. A couple of my friends' bands are playing, not so much ska, but like punk bands. And then this weekend they have Suicide Machines, and I'm going to Scranton for SKAgazine. And it was just like it's a little much with the holidays and all that. I'm just gonna take a break. And then
Okay.
January and February are really busy with me for work. So I was like, I'll pick it back up in March. I vowed to
Yeah.
myself that I was only going to book Thursdays through Sunday this year, and I'm already looking at a Monday and a Wednesday show.
Well, that's the problem. You get like a band you really like, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna try to make it work, and then yeah,
But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays are like hard.
yes.
Turnout, like not for me, but for turnout. And I want the bands to have people to play to, and I want to be able to pay them well.
Some of the best shows I've booked have been Monday nights for bands.
Really?
So you just got to build it up. You
Okay,
got
so I
to,
haven't done a
but it
Monday
doesn't.
night.
But none of this stuff is going to come quick. You know, you got to notice that the same person wore a pink shirt to 2 shows in a row, and now they're doing door for you. You acknowledge the people that are coming and build this community, and then, you know, otherwise, unless you got a lot of money for marketing stuff, it's not super easy to just book the show and fill the room. You gotta like build it up a little bit as you go. So
And we're like literally 6 shows in. I've only done 6 shows so far. So
yeah, no, and you're building a community, and if even just making other scenes aware of this scene so that bands want to come through, and that's the first step. That's kind of what Eric started with. Eric also swings big, so some people might have to wait a year or two until they can get to
Right.
booking a Spring Hill Jack show.
But yeah, I think it really goes back to that community thing that, you know, we've been talking about all along. Like that's the biggest thing, you know, like that's how you build it, that's how you maintain it, that's how you grow it, right?
Yeah,
You
you
empower
notice
the
like the
people that are
redhead
here.
and this other guy dancing around at every show, and now you're in their band. That's Heather. And then Heather is also
Hi.
kind of like the conduit for, you know, because Eric's sometimes the guy wearing a face mask that's, you know, he's saying hi to people and making sure everyone's having a good time, but like bouncing around a lot. Heather's kind of the vibes.
It's the
So
life of the party.
yeah, she makes people, she brings people out and out of themselves and makes them like interested in being part of it, which is cool.
We all have our roles, and Cody does all the marketing and all the makes us look awesome on social media. Makes my dancing look awesome somehow.
But yeah, I think you guys already got a pretty good foundation going with your, I mean, you guys are kind of seemingly a little bit all over with this crew a little bit, but like you got a tight knit crew. That's the first step. That is the hardest step.
And we have
same with all your local crews. So
really, really supportive people, both locally and like in bands. Like there's a lot of bands that really support us. So
yeah,
it helps.
But sometimes you got to same as like the bands. Sometimes you got to play for 2 years to 20 people max, or to 5 people or something. But like, if you're persistent, it builds up.
And on that note, we're going to remind all of our listeners that if you want to have a scene, you have to be the scene. Like, show up at the shows, buy some merch. Like, don't just stream music. Get out there, be a part of the community, support in all the ways you can, and you're going to be rewarded for it because you're going to find this great community who loves you. And I can't even describe the ska community. Seriously, there's nothing like it.
Amen to
that. I concur with your statement. Ska is cool.
Ska is cool.
Ska is cool.
I think we have to end on ska is cool.
Ska